So you just started playing Ark recently and you want some tips on how to level up as fast as possible. So first thing is make your character as small as freaking possible because if you are playing PvP, this is going to help you 100%. And you're going to be spawning in the zone called West Zone 2. The spawn region right at the bottom left of the map. If you have a look at this section on the map, you can see it's like an island that's split in two, like with a river cutting the left part from the major right side of the island, with the bigger side having a cliff that we need to be on top of. So go ahead and spawn in. It will spawn you randomly around that area, so it's not always going to be in the same place. So try understand where you are. You can use your map by pressing M, looking at the map to see where you are. Generally, you're going to head this direction over here. So we're going to head towards the middle of that kind of river thing. You can see that cliff there that's overlooking the river or the kind of beach thing that's coming in there. Right at the distance there, there's a big ass cliff. We need to be on top of that cliff. So right now, I'm going to run all the way there. Once you actually see the cliff, it's really easy to follow from this side. You can't miss it. From the other side, it might be a bit more difficult, but just make sure you look at your map and you kind of just go for that kind of river that's dividing the two pieces of this little island over here, because we need to be going right this direction here. And make sure you don't die along the way or die at all, because if you do die, it's especially after this fact, you're going to want to start again. Like right now, I'm being chased by a raptor, and that's ideally not something you want to do. So right now I'm trying to just make it fall off of the edge here. So I'm going to do a daring jump, and I made it, and hopefully the raptor's not going to make it. And he doesn't make it. That's great. Now, what we're about to do is called an XP run, and you can do it a lot better than the way I'm going to do it right here. I'm only going to get a few nodes, enough to just be able to start the game with. So right over here is on the edge of this platform. You can see here, there's that weird section right at the bottom here. This is what their surrounding area looks like. You can see there's this thing here. Here we are on the map location in case you do need that for some extra verification. And all we're going to do is jump down onto this bottom little ledge. I do recommend you go into crouch mode and you walk at it at an angle so that you don't actually fall off. And then you just have to walk over this node and you'll see you'll immediately level up and get some experience levels, which you can choose how you want to spend. I recommend putting in movement speed, a little bit in stamina, and then later on you can focus on health and weight. So to continue our journey, now we need to find more notes, and these ones aren't as colorful and fabulous as that one is. Right now, you're going to just jump into the water. Make sure you don't hit the rocks because it's actually really easy to hit the rocks. I've done it a few times, and it leads to death, so don't die. Usually from here, you'll follow the route all the way to the right, but the raptor that I led down here is with me, so I'm going to take a little bit of a scenic route to get up ahead on the side there. So I'm going to go around here and then back to the main island over there behind the raptor. So I've made my way behind the raptor now, and we're going to the first major note that we're trying to collect that will give us a bunch of experience, and it's hidden right behind this rock over here. You can see it is by this like old ruined kind of rocky system there, and you'll get some levels here, and you can either use those for your movement speed. Generally, you want to have high movement speed, especially if you're playing PvP, even PvE, so that you can outrun most of the dinosaurs that you're going to be, trying to catch in your game. And then eventually you want to have like 200, 300 health, and then some weight, and as I mentioned before. So now you're just going to follow the path here up the mountain, basically heading this direction over here. Just keep heading straight. And if you can see the red obelisk in the distance, you're going to want to turn around and run back this way here. So you'll see the way we started, we went right where that raptor is over there. We started and we went down there. This time we're going to go down to the left over here. And at the left, at the bottom over here, you can see at the map, we're going to go find another note that is basically out in the open here. Usually you don't want to collect these until you're ready for your XP run because it will throw you off a bit. Your basic purpose of doing this is to reach like level 60, level 70 as quickly as you can early on in the game so that you can kind of just have a quick advantage, quick levels, and be able to open some of the drops that you can see around the map that like fall out of the sky. Now we can run towards the red obelisk in the distance here into the forest, basically up this mountain. So the tallest mountain thing that you can find that has trees and greenery around, run up this mountain. Make sure you don't run into any aggressive dinosaurs because they're really hard to see and they will chase you. Once you're up here, it's quite simple. There will be a chest over here for some more experience. Voila, easy peasy. And then go down this section right over here. It's a very steep incline and we're going to go down here and you'll see there is another node that will be on a ruined kind of like structure system up ahead here towards our right, I believe. There it is. So we're going to go over here and we're going to collect this node. And that is the final one that I collect. So I collect all of these as quickly as I can. You can see we have 2,800 seconds left. Now we're done collecting XP nodes for the day, and we're going to go straight into making cooking pots. Cooking pots are a great way to get experience. First thing you want to do is make your hatchets and pickaxe so that you can have tools that you can reliably gather with. I'm playing on a single player experience with really low gathering rates, so it's going to take me a lot longer than it would if you are playing on a boosted server or a 10 times server or something like that, which I recommend for most new players because that it will at least let you kind of catch up to the game mechanics as you're learning the game. You kind of only want to do this slow gathering experience once you really like have an idea of how the progression goes in the game. So for cooking pots, the main two ingredients that you're going to need a lot of are stone and wood. Stone is probably going to be the one that you're going to run out of the most. So you're going to want to find a place on the island that's safe, that doesn't have any predators around you, and make sure you collect as much stone, wood, thatch, and I believe it is flint as well, so that you can craft as many cooking pots as you can. You can find your cooking pots in your engrams. You can literally just type there cooking pots, and you're going to want to make as many of them as you can as long as you have that timer going. And that is how you're going to level up as far as possible in a really quick time. I mean, right now we're level 66. We could get higher, but I'm actually like limited my experience level here so that I can play the game a little bit more of a slow pace, because I know I'm going to get level 100 really easy on when I kill some high level dinosaurs later on. It's also important to know that there are many experience nodes around the whole map. They're just hiding everywhere. You can actually go do this more than one time. This is just a beginning run to get our level up really nicely, really quickly, so that we can get some starting stats into the game so that we can move really quickly and we're able to do some stuff without dying all the time or being super slow and not being able to carry that much. And I hope this guide is helpful. This is a start that I always do and I use for myself, and it's always worked like wonders for me. There are a lot more XP notes that you can collect around the area, and there is a guide that can take you to every single one, though it does start to slowly cap off once you collect a few more than the ones that I collected, and you start getting like 1 level or 2 level per XP notes, and it starts to become not really worth it. And you should rather save those for when you have dinosaurs that you can ride, and you can ride your dinosaur over the note, and you can get that experience for yourself and your dinosaur, which is a great way to actually level up your dinosaur as well, by the way. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful. If you do have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I do reply to every single one, and I'll see you guys in a future video. Thank you so much for watching.